There are people who can do everything alone, who never ask for help, who handle every crisis, every problem, every burden by themselves. And everyone calls them strong, independent, capable, self-sufficient. But here's what nobody sees. They're not strong. They're afraid. They're not independent by choice. They're independent because asking for help feels more dangerous than drowning. Maybe you're one of them, someone who'd rather fail alone than succeed with support, who feels weak the moment they need something, who's been praised their whole life for being low maintenance, when really you're just terrified of depending on anyone. And if that's you, this video will explain why. Because hyper-independence isn't strength. It's armor that became a cage.
So where does hyper-independence come from? Why would someone rather suffer alone than accept help? It starts with a child who learned that depending on people is dangerous. Maybe they had unreliable parents who promised to be there and weren't, who said they'd help and forgot. So the child learned, if I need someone, I'll be disappointed. Better to need no one. Or maybe they had parents who helped, but with resentment. Every time the child needed something, they got it. But they also got the sigh, the complaint, the reminder of how much they were asking for. So the child learned, needing help is a burden I place on others. I'm taking something I shouldn't need. Or maybe they watched a parent struggle alone, saw them refuse help, martyr themselves, wear exhaustion like a badge of honor. And the child learned, asking for help is weakness. Real strength means handling everything yourself. Dependence is failure. So they became the child who stopped asking, who learned to do everything themselves, who became so self-sufficient they forgot they were still a child. And everyone praised them for it. You're so independent, you're so mature. But what they were really saying was, thank God you're easy. Thank God you don't need us. And the child learned, my value is in not needing.
Here's how hyper-independence shows up in adulthood. Pattern 1, they cannot ask for help, even in emergencies. Their car breaks down, they'll push it themselves. They're drowning in work, they'll stay up all night. They're struggling emotionally, they'll tell everyone they're fine. Because asking feels like admitting failure, like proving they're not as capable as they claimed. Pattern 2, they help everyone but accept nothing. They're the first to show up when someone needs them. They'll drop everything to help a friend, but when they need something, no, I'm good. I've got it handled. Don't worry about me. They can give endlessly, but receiving feels like weakness, like debt they'll never repay. Pattern 3, vulnerability terrifies them. Letting someone see them struggle, see them weak, see them need something, it's unbearable. So they perform strength. They stay composed. They handle everything. And people think they're unshakable. But inside, they're collapsing. They just refuse to let anyone see it. Pattern 4, they push people away when they get close. Intimacy requires interdependence, requires letting someone in, requires admitting you need them. And that's the line they can't cross. So relationships get close and they sabotage them. They ghost, they pull back, they create distance because closeness means dependence, and dependence feels like dying.
And here's what hyper-independence costs a person. It creates profound loneliness. Because when you refuse to need anyone, you never let anyone truly know you. They see your strength, your capability, your endless giving, but they never see your humanity, your struggle, your need. And without that vulnerability, there's no real intimacy. You're surrounded by people who admire you, but nobody actually knows you. It makes burnout inevitable because you're carrying everything alone, every problem, every burden, every crisis. And you won't delegate. You won't share the load. You won't ask for backup. So you stay functional until you're not, until you collapse. And then you're angry at yourself for breaking instead of recognizing you were never meant to carry all of this alone. It creates impossible standards. If you can't need help, you can't fail. You can't struggle. You can't be human. So you drive yourself relentlessly. You achieve more than anyone else because you have to. Because needing less means being worth more. And the success everyone sees isn't triumph. It's exhaustion dressed up as excellence. And here's the cruelest part. The people who love you can't reach you. They see you struggling. They want to help, but you won't let them. You reject every offer, deflect every concern, and eventually they stop trying. Not because they stopped caring, because you taught them their care isn't wanted. And the loneliness you feared by depending on people, you created it by refusing to. So, when someone is hyper-independent, what are they really saying? They're saying, I learned that people leave, that promises get broken, that counting on someone means setting yourself up for disappointment. So I stopped counting on anyone, including people who wouldn't leave. They're saying I was taught that needing help makes me a burden, that asking for something means taking from someone else, that my needs cost more than they're worth. So I learned to need nothing, even when I was drowning. They're saying vulnerability got me hurt, dependence got me abandoned, asking got me resentment. So I built walls so high that nobody can hurt me. But now nobody can reach me either. And I'm safe, but I'm alone. But here's the truth they never learned. Interdependence isn't weakness, it's human. Asking for help isn't failure, it's trust. And letting someone support you, that's not taking from them, that's letting them love you. Because love isn't just giving, it's allowing yourself to receive. And when you refuse to ever need anything, you're not being strong. You're denying people the chance to care for you. You're saying, you can love me, but you can't actually be there for me. And that's not strength, that's loneliness with better PR. So if you're hyper-independent, if you'd rather break than bend, rather fail than ask, rather collapse than admit you need support, I need you to hear this. You don't have to do everything alone. And needing people doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. The armor you built, the hyper-independence that kept you safe when people were unreliable, it served you once. It protected you. It got you through. But you're not in that situation anymore. Not everyone is going to let you down. Not everyone's help comes with resentment. Not everyone will see your needs as burdens. This doesn't mean becoming dependent or helpless. It means understanding that strength isn't about never needing anyone. Real strength is knowing when to ask, knowing when to accept, knowing when to let someone carry something with you instead of carrying it alone. The child who learned that depending on people was dangerous did what they had to do. They built walls. They became invincible. They learned to need nothing. And it worked. They survived. But you're not that child anymore. You don't have to prove you're not a burden by never needing anything. You don't have to earn your place by being indestructible. You don't have to stay strong by staying alone. You're allowed to need help. You're allowed to lean on someone. You're allowed to let someone care for you without keeping score. You're allowed to be human instead of superhuman. Hyper-independence kept you safe, but you don't need it to survive anymore. You can put it down now. You can let someone in. You can admit, I can't do this alone, and I don't have to. The walls can come down. Not all at once, not with everyone, but with someone. With the people who've proven they won't let you fall just because you stopped holding yourself up. You were never meant to do this alone. None of us are. And admitting that isn't weakness. It's the bravest thing you'll ever do.